snow is falling, and we got sold-out crowds celebrating 25 years of X Games. Welcome to X Games Aspen 2026, driven by Jeep. My name is Salema Masekela. As you can see, the crowds are fired up because they know, over the course of the next 3 days, we're going to be giving out 18 gold medals in 3 disciplines, and that means lots of star power. Guys like Scotty James, we've got Kokomo Morase, Mia Brooks, Alex Hall, and of course, Zeb Powell. Tonight, though, we are fired up for the long return. After 6 years, Snowmobile Freestyle is back with Brandon Cormier and company, and of course, we've got the Stake Men's Ski Big Air. But before all that, we're going to throw it down to the voice of the Colorado Avalanche, the Minnesota Vikings, and now he can add X Games to his resume, Alan Roach.
Kindly remove your hats as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem, as performed this evening by Cameron Marlowe.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes in bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Well, that is how we keep the party going out here tonight under the lights at Aspen Snowmass. Day 1 of 3 competition here. X Games, and it's already been off to an amazing start. And as Salema Masekela told you, this is Stake Men's Ski Big Air. We've got a big one coming your way. First set of men's ski medals we're handing out for the weekend. Here inside the booth, I'm Jimmy Coleman sitting alongside Tom Wallish. We got James Woods out in the field. And well, Tom, with this one, this is all about sending it. Go big. That's why they call it Big Air. Taking a look at your start list there, we have 9 athletes in the field. Let's talk about some of your top standouts.
So many talented men in the field, but it's Luca Harrington with a silver last year, hoping to get the gold this year, and then Mac Forehand, a previous gold medalist, and of course the 5-time gold medalist Berkrud from Norway. We've got one heck of a start list here for us tonight.
Well, I'm talking about Luca Harrington's performance from last year. He got a silver here in Big Air, and then getting in off the alternate list, he actually walked out of here with a slope-style gold medal as well, but it was a huge weekend for the rookie last year in 2025.
Yeah, we're talking big spins going to the future. Triple cork 2160 last season. Could that be more? Could we see more spinning this year? Came out with a bang as a rookie, but this kid wants more. He wants more golds, skiing so well, so watch out for the New Zealander.
It's just insane because when you think it can't get pushed any further to the limit, it happens, and then we get another rotation in the mix, and it's absolutely mind-blown to the point where it's like, where do you... Where do you learn to count all that?
We're just guessing at this point. I mean, I'm watching and seeing the spins, and it does seem like every year, ironically, we're adding one more 180, one more 360. When does it stop? Does the limit exist?
I don't. Progression is the name of the game, and every year somebody pushes the edge of the envelope. So, as I mentioned, Stake is the title sponsor of this event. So, we're going to give you some odds here. You'll see these tickers popping up all throughout the course of the weekend here at X Games Aspen 2026. These are the odds right now over at Stake for who's going to take the win here tonight. So, if you bet $1 on those names, that is the prize payout that you would get, courtesy of our friends over at Stake.
I see some odds. I hope some of my friends at home are logging on and putting some bets in.
We'll have to see how that unfolds as we weave through this out here tonight. So one of the big stories of the day has been the weather. It was overcast earlier. We had a light snowfall, and that has definitely intensified as we went through the women's ski superpipe event. So will that slow down the speeds? We'll just have to wait and see how that plays out. Visibility could also be a key out here tonight, Tom.
Yeah, I think the speed more than anything. That fresh snow, there's a limited amount of speed. You see Hunter Henderson dropping in, both of those coaches of his giving him the big pull in for maximum speed into this first hit, starting things off right off the bat. We're talking triple corks, we're talking 1800s.
Hunter Henderson, an X Games rookie, he got the double slingshot in to start this run off.
Watch this grab. This is what's cool about it. Oh, and just reaching for it, not able, maybe not enough speed, but he's doing the opposite mute grab. So grabbing with that left hand, and that makes the rotation so unique. But because of that lack of speed, maybe wanted to go even further down that landing to have a chance to really grab it. So that miscue on the grab, judges are definitely going to dock him.
He'll start it off with a 61.66. The best score you can get out here tonight is 100. We're working off that 100-point scale. As we take a look at another one of our rookies in the lineup here. This is 24-year-old Ben Barclay from New Zealand.
Oh, no!
Man, from that rotation and that depth to bounce right back up and just ski away like nothing happened.
I mean, these Kiwis are tough. It's not always powder down in New Zealand. These guys are used to landing on anything, and this is a forward triple cork 18, so really wraps in the middle, and then it's right here. He knows he needs to tuck it over, and just the air awareness to get your back down first, not your head. I mean, this is just the speed playing a factor. I mean, there's a limited amount of speed. The drop-in ramp is only so high. And with the fresh snow, these athletes can't go as far down that landing as they were during practice, as they were yesterday. So they're all trying to do the biggest trick without the maximum amount of air.
So that's going to bring up Connor Ralph for his first attempt here. No stranger to the X Games. He's been here in, well, he was an alternate for slopestyle in 2024. He was in slopestyle in 2025, but this is the first time we've ever seen him here in big air.
Okay, go ahead.
Ryan Weibel and Dave Euler there really putting in the extra time here. U.S. team coaches really working hard to get these U.S. guys into this big air jump with max speed.
See him tucking into that to just get max speed heading to that lip.
There's that triple cork 18.
Puts it down. First run.
Connor Ralph gets the speed. 1800. Watch in the middle. Wraps it up, and the grab is held, spotting that landing. Couple lines down, and just a beautiful, clean triple cork 1800. That is just a warm-up for the kids these days.
On your first run here, again, you see the clock at the top there. It's a 25-minute jam session, so that's what that clock is counting down here. So what's this going to be for Connor Ralph to start it off here? I was wondering, he started pulling on his sweatshirt at the end. I was like, is he wearing a Raiders sweatshirt?
He is. He was probably watching that college football game.
Taking a little bit of time for the score to come in right now, and he's going to get an 85, which is big to start it off here at Stake Men's Ski Big Air Final. Connor Ralph, welcome to Big Air here at the X Games.
Thank you.
We turn our attention now to a Finnish competitor. This is Elias Syria.
Really going for the Mario Kart slush in there. And there's that switch butter double bio. So incredible to even get over the lip. Everything about that trick is set up to need more speed. He butters, which kills a bunch of his speed going off the takeoff, and then dives forward, which gets the momentum going. But it's that switch tail butter that makes this trick so special, so dangerous and scary, because you're pressuring on that lip and anything can happen to keep the feet straight and then get over. And he's got more. I've seen him do an even crazier version of that. So maybe just the speed playing a factor in his ability to do only a 12.
Yeah, you can see with the visibility issues too, when you look at those slow-mo replays on the landing, you can barely see the die lines right now. He's going to crack into the 80s there with an 83 flat, so that'll put him into that number 2 spot here. Last time we saw Elias was in 2020 in Aspen here in Big Air, where he finished 7th, finds himself in a silver medal spot as of right now. Taking our first look here at Canada's Dylan Deschamps. 2025 last year, he finished in 7th place here in Big Air. That was his rookie performance last year.
Sets up a lot of flips. Okay, Dylan, I've heard some rumors. This guy really's got some big tricks to come. Was thinking I heard rumors about quadruples, but the speed is a little tough here. Look at that, wraps over, tons of air time, comes around. So safety grab, another triple, and it's the grabs that make a difference. How long you hold them, how difficult the grab is. Judges taking all of that into account.
5 minutes down, just under 20 minutes left to go in the jam session clock here at Stake Men's Skeet Big Air Final. It is your best run that counts out here tonight. Whoa, Dylan with an 87.66 to put himself in the top spot. Nicely done there by Dylan Deschamps. So it's Deschamps, Ralph, and Syria. You're 1, 2, 3 here in the early go here in round 1. Tormod Frostad, we've seen him in Knucklehuck last year. First time we're seeing him in Big Air here at the X Games.
Oh, so cool with the carve on that takeoff. And swerve on the landing.
I thought he was going into the snow fence, Tom.
All of these tricks are so special, but adding the butter or the carve and then like all of that is speed. Like you need maximum speed to be able to do that nose butter where he's pressuring onto the front. Then watch this axis. So cool how it's so flat, able to spin around. A lot of the athletes, we talk triple corks and bios and all these things. This has that very unique, beautiful around the top. So it's standing out. Anything to the judges that is a unique rotation, a unique way of spinning or taking off, those are all so special, and showing that creativity is what scores really well. If anything, that landing where he carves off is going to hurt him, but the trick the judges like.
77.66 for him. That'll put him just outside the podium there. Slide him into that number 4 position. Competing in 3 disciplines this weekend. He's got slopestyle and knucklehuck as well as this Big Air event tonight. Speaking of Big Air, this next gentleman just happens to own 5 medals in this event. He's got a bronze, 2 silver, and 2 gold. This is Burke Rude.
So everybody really setting really hard and then maybe opening up. There's maybe last year we saw so many of those big rotations. Burke showing off the tuck there. I mean, he's ready for the downhill event with the tuck of that shape. Looking at this takeoff, coming off switch, so patient, gets the grab, real wrapped in the middle, and he can wrap that one out even more, but using that access to just float it out. So stomping a clean one, but again, he's got another 360 he can add into that rotation.
In that last flip, he opened up quite a bit.
Coming up on the 17-minute mark here.
I think he wants a little bit more.
He had to settle for 6th in this event in 2025. So he's going to get an 84, so that'll put him into the medals right now. Put him there in that number 3 spot. Welcome everyone joining us now on ESPN. We are here, X Games Aspen 2026, driven by Jeep. Day 1 of 3 of competition out here. It's been a big day thus far. We're making more memories right now. This is the middle of round 1 here of Stake Men's Ski Big Air Final. I'm Jimmy Coleman in the booth alongside Tom Walsh. We got James Woods out in the field. What's going on here tonight in this event? 9 athletes in the format. This is a jam session of 25 minutes, and basically it's your best run that counts that's going to have you leave in Aspen with a gold medal around your neck, and these guys are working on a 100-point scale out here tonight. That is how we do it at Stake Men's Ski Big Air. It is Dylan Deschamps sitting in the top spot as of right now, and we're taking our first look at Stratton, Vermont's Mac Forehand, who is a prior gold medalist in this event.
Oh, Mac Forehand switch, triple cork, 16. So we're seeing a lot of these athletes flipping a bit more, not wrapping into some of the massive rotations. We've seen 1980s, 2160s, all those different things, but really hard there, looking for the mute, and then you see him grab the knees. So really technical trick, but the grab not locked in. Judges are harsh, and this is a tough format. Years past, we've had 2 scores count. This year, it is true old school big air. You're gonna jam, one best trick wins a gold medal, so it's gotta be picture perfect.
Yeah, it could literally come down to that last run. So strategy definitely different than what we did in years past, where we had to have those 2 scores and combine them together. To mention Mac being a prior gold medalist in the event, he got that big air gold here in Aspen in 2023. So Mr. Deschamps still sitting in the top spot for now with an 87.66. If you see that timer counting down next to the Amazon logo, that is how much time we have left in this jam session. So you need better than an 84 if you're going to jump into the top 3 here in this round. Taking a look at Luca Harrington, we talked about him at the top of the show. He came into this event as a rookie last year, claimed a silver medal here in Big Air, and then walked off the final day with a slope-style gold. He is definitely one of the heavy favorites. And going no jacket, going in the full T-shirt out here tonight, Tom Walsh.
I mean, it is not freezing in Aspen, but I don't know if it's T-shirt weather.
Just absolutely winding one out.
Do you see the landing with no jacket on and the arms exposed? It is so easy to see his hands at his side on that landing. This grab, take a very close look. He wraps up and puts both hands reaching over his body, both hands on that safety grab. That's the Esco grab, and just triple flipping all the way around. And watch this landing, hands at the side, back in there. I mean, he's just wearing a T-shirt out there. It's freezing.
Somebody told him up top that we just got joined on the live ESPN audience, and he said, I'm taking the jacket off, and he's into the 90s, a 92.33. Your silver medalist from last year came in here as a rookie, took home 2 medals, one of them being gold, and he's put down a monster first run here with that 92.33. So again, for those of you just joining us, this is Stake Men's Ski Big Air Final out here, X Games Aspen 2026. That was the first round in the books. It is a jam session out here tonight, and we cannot stress this enough. The way the format works, it is the best run that counts as we get into round number 2. We got a couple of X Games rookies in the field, and we're bringing one back in right now with Hunter Henderson. Hunter down there in the 60s with that first attempt.
And Hunter's got that same trick that Luca just did, a switch triple 1800, and a unique grab of his own. Seems to be the name of the game with the unique grabs, and he missed the grab in run number 1 here. Looks like he locked in the grab way better. Maybe the landing was a bit off, but this is the name of the game. You gotta be up in that 1800 realm to really be doing get the highest scores in the 90s. Watch that, locks in the grab, where the hands, maybe a slight hand drag as he lands. I mean, spinning 5 full times around, flipping upside down 3 times, and tweaking the grab. I mean, this is quick.
That's still going to be a big score.
So with that 61.66, the first go around, it's got him down there in that number 8 spot. We're coming up on the 14-minute mark here in the jam session. And again, like the story of the day with the snow, it's been coming down, and it's been pretty steady, and it's gotten worse as the night has gone on. So definitely an issue with speed for those of you that weren't with us for the top of the show, and visibility also. An 88.33, Hunter Henderson jumps from 8th up into the medals. He puts himself in a silver medal spot here with just about 13 and a half and some change left to go. That was a huge run for Hunter Henderson from 8th to 2nd.
And he could perfect that a little bit more. The landing could be even a little bit better and get in that 90-point range.
Coming in with a good clip of speed right now, another rookie, it's Ben Barclay.
Wraps up, so Ben was going for an additional flip in run number 1, had that body check, brutal impact, and just wrapping that one up. He's gonna get out of there real quick. You could tell he wanted more. Spins that first full 7, then wraps out, but just not enough speed. I mean, he's clearing the jump. All these athletes are doing the jump the right distance. But what we're used to seeing in big air is to get the maximum amount of seconds of air time, they go to the bottom of that landing, and they need all that time to do these massive rotations. So with a limited amount of speed, this is scaling back the spin, scaling back the air time. Let's see who can be the most creative and grab their skis the best, Jimmy.
That bumped him up a little bit. He jumped up there and scoring with the 73.33 for that attempt there. So just under 12 and a half to go. Connor Rao, first time we've seen him here in big air at the X Games. He was up there in the mix. He's on the outside looking in right now in that number 4 spot. But again, as we talk about as we move through this, best run counts. This literally comes down. It's not over until it's over at the very end. I mean, you've got a chance. No matter if you're in that last spot, that's the beauty of this format. You can still come back on your last hit and take home the gold.
One jump. All it takes is one beautiful jump here tonight in Aspen. Looking for Connor off to maybe up the ante to 1980.
Oh! Just opened up on the last part of the spin.
And you can hear, even on the mic, you could hear him go, whoa, in the air. When you're doing these tricks and you're corking multiple times, right there in the middle, he needed to dip again into that trick. He did it in run number 1, but smartly opening up, maybe the air time's not there. Even if you don't get the set on these rotations, if your arms and feet aren't fully set and popped, that's what you got to do. You got to bail out of it, live to fight another day.
Well, plenty of time left. We're a little over 11 minutes left to go here in the jam session. Moving on to Leah Syria from Finland. Leah sitting in that number 6 spot here, getting the slingshot in for extra speed.
There's that unique takeoff. Coming around.
Oh, just catch an edge on that landing?
Yeah, just maybe a bit short on the rotation by a couple degrees. It's the takeoff on that one that makes it so difficult. You've seen a lot of people, and I've seen a lot of people do butters off the lip, but it's always into a cork. He's really unique in doing that buttered variation where he's smearing the tips around and then diving forward.
All right, so we're going to keep moving along here. Dylan Deschamps looking at a bronze medal as of right now.
Going quad!
Oh, what? How did he ski away from that?
I don't know how
there was a cloud of snow, but I thought he was going down. Yeah, that reaction says it all.
We're talking quadruples. We're getting upside down lots of times here tonight. Look at this sit tuck in.
Just full layback stees.
Maximum set, gets the first cork, then the second cork. Then he goes a third cork, and here comes the 4th cork.
From this angle, you should get the landing.
A lot of changes in the sport over the last couple years. We've seen a push for more spins rather than more flips, and love to see the variation in Dylan bringing it back here, going pretty much fully upside down 4 times.
Just listing right on that one. It looked like the right ski touched down before the left one did, and we kind of lost him in that snow cloud, but then all of a sudden you just see him burning away from that one. Wow.
That could be a winning run, though. I mean, put down clean, the only quad cork. It's an 18. We're seeing a lot of 18s.
He's still in 3rd place for right now, currently sitting in 7th. This is the 2nd attempt here for Tormod Frostad.
Oh! carving, nose butter, and that one, rather than around, that goes really into that bio stance, which I love. Also love the black and gold. I mean, reppin'. Tormod, one of the more fun, I love watching this kid ski because he is experimenting. He's always trying something new. It's not just mimicking other skiers. Him and Dylan are both experimenting with different things there. Look at that grab, feet together. So cool to really nose butter and dive forward. And I was talking about that earlier with the switch tail butter, but to do it both of those ways is so unique, so different. Judges love something that no one else is doing in the field.
So he gets into the 90s with a 93.66. He's going to overtake Luca Harrington with that one. He just put himself in the lead.
Wow. Like I said, it stands out. It might not be this 6 spins, 7 spins, but it is a unique takeoff, a unique rotation, and they're rewarding that variety.
So that bumps Dylan Deschamps outside of the medals and puts Hunter Henderson on the bubble. So here we go, taking a look again. 2-time Big Air gold medalist, it's Burke Ruud.
Oh, Burke Ruud. Always one to come when it counts. In run 1, he let go of the grab, didn't get that additional spin. Here, look at this perfect switch takeoff. This is our biggest spin of the night. He's going 1980, 5.5 full spins, comes around. That is so clean. Biggest spin, but how do you compare that then as a judge to Tormod's amazing nose butter to bio? It's a variation of ideals over whether the big spins are the hardest or the butter is the hardest.
We got 2 scores in the 90s in the top 3, and now you need an 88.34 or better. And Burke Ruud has done it with an 89.66. He's going to overtake Hunter Henderson and put himself in that number 3 spot, and right at the 7-minute mark and counting down here.
Yes, sir, Max.
So a couple of huge runs here, back-to-back at Stakes Men's Ski Big Air Final. Mac Forehand currently sitting at the bottom of the pack.
He's also got a switch 1980. Will we see it? Switch 21! Okay, Mac Forehand just went blackjack on that one. That's a 2160. Switch.
You can't believe it either.
Switch triple cork 21. I mean, in the first round, again, he bailed out on the extra rotation. Here he says, I'm ripping it, gets that spin right in the middle with the grab, comes around. Just incredible.
By the way, I fully appreciated your blackjack comments at Stake Big Air Final.
I mean, it is.
I
Look
caught
at
that.
this.
I picked up on that.
Wow. Is it a 21? It doesn't even look like it.
Look at him just claiming it afterwards. What is it? Oh, a 96! Ah! A 96, a 93.66, and a 92.33, your top 3 scores. He says, let's go. Where do we go from here?
I mean, it doesn't, that looked too easy. I swear, like, after the first round, I was like, oh, like, these 21s are looking like 18s. They're looking too easy.
He just improved by over 30 points on that previous score. So Mac Forehand now in that top spot. And now it's Luca Harrington sitting in 3rd, who is still sans the jacket out here.
Is he putting it on in between? He's got a puffer jacket up there or something. Like, he's got to be freezing.
I think he's just sending it as is out here tonight. Look at him beating on his chest right there, ready to go. He's fired up.
Luca Harrington had a beautiful first jump. Okay.
Okay. The landing and the way that he threw that arm up afterwards.
It's the landing. I mean, he's not got the poles, which this is the only event where you're allowed to ski without poles nowadays in these free ski events. All of the other events, it's a requirement, and I love seeing his hands at his hips on the landing. This is that same Esco grab, the double safety, but here, instead of just flipping, quick twist of the hips, switch 1980 with that grab, and we've seen the judges reward the uniqueness, the grabs. It's a grab like his or the opposite mute that Hunter Henderson's doing. I mean, if you can do a 1980 or 21 with that grab, huge scores are inbound.
Landing it and then throws that right hand up. By the way, he hasn't missed a Big Air podium in 9 starts, just FYI.
Pretty good at Big Air, it turns out.
Yeah, so What is this going to be? A 96, a 93.66. He had a 92.33 in his first run. I mean,
Judges really think about this one.
you have to. A 94.66. So it'll jump him up one spot. He'll overtake Tormod Frostad, get him into silver. But how about the upping of the ante that we've seen here in this second round, Tom?
Yeah, I mean, I was a little pessimistic. I was like, oh, the speed is slow. They're not going to be able to do these groundbreaking tricks. And then one run in, they get a taste of it, and they're going.
So Mac Forehand here in round number 2 has just launched himself 30 points ahead of his previous score and puts himself in the top spot at a 96.
Just incredible. I mean, it's the biggest spin of the night. It's a classic grab, but absolutely stomped to perfection. Done so well and spun to the future.
Well, it's not over yet. There's still time on the clock. X Games Aspen 2026 is underway. Stakes, ski, big air continues after the break. And oh, by the way, later, it's the return of snowmobilists to Aspen. The last time we've seen them here was 2020. They're back in the mix, and we'll have it all when we come back.
X Games Aspen 2026 is brought to you by Jeep. There's only one. Pacifico. Pacifico is proud to be the official cerveza of the slopes at the X Games. The biggest stage, the boldest runs, we're out there. Stake, exclusive online casino and sports betting partner. And by High Noon. Sun's up.
First light rising, mountains ahead. Flights before the world wakes. Bluebird skies. Boots stiff, nights loose. New faces that feel familiar. Old friends with new stories. Aspen has always drawn the restless. Pioneers. Rebels. Dreamers. Not for what it offers, but for what it awakens. Just you, the wind, the knowing. This is Aspen.
Not only is this Aspen, this has been 25 years of X Games calling this place home. It's hard to believe that we've been here that long, and it's hard to believe this is only our first night of 3 of competition with some of the things we've seen out here at Stake Bend Ski Big Air Final, Tom.
Some insane big spins, the snow's falling, the crowd's stoked, and we've got X Games going.
We've still got more time left on the clock, but first let's check in with the third member of our team, James Woods, with a vibe check.
Well, I'm going to be absolutely real with you guys. While the skiers up there are doing everything they possibly can to scrap for every bit of speed possible for the biggest tricks in the world, I'm down here among this incredible Aspen crowd, egging them on to do everything they can to throw down the biggest tricks in the world. The atmosphere down here is electric. Let's hear it, dudes!
It's wild down there. I mean, it's always packed on Friday night, but right now this is like the last night of the weekend kind of vibes out here with how many people are packed into this place. And rightly so, because they're being treated to a huge event here at Stake Men's Ski Big Air Final. In that second round of runs, we saw a lead change. We saw a couple of guys jump up into the 90s, and there's still a lot of time left on that clock. And with the run format being best run that counts, this is still very much up for grabs. It was Mac Forehand that we saw there, jumping up with a 96. Luca Harrington, your silver medalist for last year, looking to back that performance up. And Tormod Frostad sitting in bronze. But this will be the last round of runs as we take our final look at Hunter Henderson.
Oh, Hunter Henderson repeating that trick, continuing to improve on it every single time. And it is the grab. A lot of the athletes you'll see grabbing with their right hand when they're spinning left, because that enables you to spin faster that way. But grabbing with the left hand below the ski on that mute grab, so much harder. The tweak tends to slow things down, and so clean on that landing. Maybe a bit of a ski raise, but much cleaner than when he put that hand down there and jump number 2.
Yeah, he's no stranger to the X Games. He's been here the last last year as an alternate in multiple events, and then comes into his rookie performance here, so does not improve. He's going to stay in that number 5 position. But I mean, an 88.33.
That's a huge score.
Yeah, in that opening round, it had him in the top 3. That is nothing to thumb your nose at there. Ben Barclay coming your way next, down there in the bottom of the pack with that 73.33 here.
Switching things up, going switch into this one. Oh! Just giving us a 0 spin for the crowd. You know I love seeing that one. I think Ben, those first 2 jumps, the first jump, he had a terrible crash, went down really hard. And with the speed, he's not quite able to get that triple cork 1800 that he can do down. So opting to have some fun, show some style to the crowd, gives it a little wave, and then the safety grab, so clean there. And that's just for fun. That is showing free ski style. He knew maybe it wasn't his night, seeing what was going down. Chooses to do a crowd and a fan favorite for everyone at home watching via newschoolers.com.
So that'll bring up Connor Ralph. You see, we're under 2 minutes, so the jam session clock is going to run out here in this last round. So even when the time ends, we let everybody finish out the run order so everyone is assured the same amount of runs. You've got to get better than a 93.66 if you're cracking into the medals here tonight. That's what's at stake as we take our last look at Connor Ralph.
Oh, just a big, just set so big. But these athletes, so calculated. I mean, he went for the huge spin, set really hard, and maybe just didn't get all the snap off the lip that he wanted. So instead of wrapping and spinning, choosing wisely to just take that one around, it's just really tough right now because you never know when there's fresh snow on the in-run. It's really hard to know until you're in the air. Am I going big? Am I going small? How far down the landing am I going to go? Will I have enough hang time to do the technical trick I want to do?
So 3 down, 6 to go here in the lineup. Stake men's ski big air final. Next skier in, Leah Syria, sitting in that number 8 position. He had an 83.
Switch butter, wraps it. Oh, Elias! Switch tail butter into the 16, I believe, if you count that butter as part of it. So wrapping once more, we saw it maybe a smaller rotation at first here. Watch this takeoff. That is so scary. You're really putting everything on the line as you swoop the tails, try to lift the tips up so that you can keep them high. If they catch, you're not clearing the jump, you're coming up short. There's so much risk there and there. The wrap has the safety, everything, but I gotta see this landing again. It needs to be really good. Gets it,
little
but
deep
like
in the back.
A little deep in the back seat. I mean,
still made it.
It's a land, but it's not the smooth afterbanged landing of some of these athletes that are scoring way up in the 90s.
The 83 previously that has him down in 8th. Again, you've got to get into the 90s. Pretty sizable into the 90s there if you're going to walk out of here with a medal. So takes a little bit of time for this one to come in, so judges talking that one over. So 89, that'll improve by 6 points. It'll move him up from 8th into 5th. Well, Amazon is the exclusive online retail partner of the X Games. You can scan this QR code for access to the official X Games brand store, as well as Amazon's new Snow Adventure shop. So scan that QR code right there. Get yourself some gear. Back forehand, Luca Harrington, Tormod Frostad, your top 3 here. Dylan Deschamps was in the top 3. He now finds himself in that number 7 position as he's in for his 3rd and final attempt.
Will we see another quadruple? Oh! Dylan Deschamps going.
Did you see how deep to the left that he went? He was running out of room. He was dangerously close to that snow fence.
Carving so hard to get the sling off that takeoff. Quadruple, upside down 4 times. The excitement is palpable here. Let's take another look. Huge set, dips the head. That first cork is done almost by the time he's off the lip, and then just holds that grab, spreads the feet wide. That kind of creates that angular rotation where it's not upside down. It's more these corked 360, flat 360s. And you're right, Jimmy. I mean,
look how far he drifted from skis right to left.
He's all but 3 feet, a meter away from the fence.
The camera guy on the knuckle had to step back and look up at him because he traveled that far across. Woo! Oh, what's this going to do? 87.66
I mean, only quadruple
is
cork we've really seen done in competition.
Oh, he's into the 90s. He gets a 94, and he's going to overtake Tormod Frostad for the bronze medal spot for right now. But hold on, Tormod's coming up next, so he's going to get a chance to answer back. But wow. This is a guy that does roofing and construction work during the summer and then just decides to come here and just send that on his last run to get a 94. So now Tormod finds himself on the outside looking in with a chance to answer back. Can he get it done?
Watch this takeoff again. Another one of the athletes doing that butter. Oh, Tormod adding an additional 180 to the end of that one. And this just goes against the physics of the jump. The takeoff is increasing in sort of angle. You see it going up. It leads to you to go back easier, but to do the nose butter and then get the momentum diving forward, so special, so unique. And the judges really rewarded him on the previous landed jump just for the variety, the creativity of it, even though the rotation wasn't in the 19s, in the 21s. So here, let's see, adds that extra rotation, but it's the hand down. I mean, they're rewarding perfect landings, and he rides it out clean, but a big hand into the ground on that landing.
Yeah, he's not that up, so an 85, so he's going to stick with that score from the previous round. But what a tough break there. You're looking at a possible medal, and then you get bounced out. But again, he had a great night out here. But it's Dylan Deschamps that puts himself in a bronze medal spot for now, with 3 skiers left to go, and 2 of them are in this top 3. So this is the last one that can shake up the standings. He's no stranger to taking home a medal, and he happens to own 2 golds in this event. This is Burke Ruud, currently sitting in the 5th place spot.
He's not scared to go to the future either. I mean, we've seen some big rotations out of this guy. He's interested in that spinning until you hit the ground. 2160 we could see. Be curious to see if he changes it up, if he continues to drop in switch backwards and go for that switch 19 or 21, or if he's going to totally change strategies and do something else.
Okay, he's in. They gave him the slingshot. As I mentioned, the last man standing between our top 3 right now.
Oh, and another athlete just, you know it right off the takeoff, and I know it seeing them. They spin like a top. When they get the pop and the set right and the grab locks in, they can really wrap it, but they're just flipping out of it. So it's still so impressive, and he just bailed out of a hard trick and did a trick I've never done in my life. Like, that's just easy, and he's disappointed. But that's the name of the game. When the speed is critical and the snow's falling, it really comes down to just perfection.
So taking a look at our current leader here, and then we get into Luca Harrington to take us out of competition here. Mac Forehand sitting in that top spot. Luca Harrington, your silver medalist from last year, coming into his first ever X Games year, looking at a potential back-to-back silver medal performance. See if Mac Forehand can build on that lead.
Another 0 spin.
That's still insane to me.
I mean, he only just learned the switch triple 1980 last spring, and then to bring it here and then bring additional rotations out of it. Like, I think Mac's playing it smart. He's got a lot of events this season. He's got slopestyle coming up. He's got a 96. He's going to put the ball in Luca Harrington's court. He's like, I did it. If you can beat it, all you. He's not going to try to up the ante there, and instead give us something beautiful for the crowd.
So the 96 has him in the lead. Dylan Deschamps, we know he's walking out of here with that bronze medal. That'll be his first. It all comes down to this gentleman. He was your silver medalist. Oh, now, we talked about this earlier. Is he putting the jacket back on in between?
Okay, he's putting it on in between.
Okay, you know, you got to stay warm. I still, props for going full T-shirt out here tonight. It's not super, super cold, but it's definitely far from warm. And as you said earlier, definitely not T-shirt weather.
But I mean, that's how you get the speed. I mean, these athletes could be wearing speed suits, but that doesn't look that cool. Instead, he's got the baggy pants on, and he's going just a T-shirt to try to be aerodynamic, get maximum speed. And Luca could do the switch 21 with an S-scope. If he does that really unique grab, he one-ups Mac and could take over the top spot.
It all comes down to this last run. Luca Harrington is in, 3rd and final attempt.
Oh, Luca Harrington not quite getting it on the landing there, just a bit forward. Still doing a switch 19, which is just outrageous to say, and he knows it right away. Needed to be perfection, needed to up it if he wanted to take over that top spot from Mac Forehand. But this grab, I mean, so unique. Henrik Carlo brought that to the Sina Freeski years ago, and then just wrapping out of it. I mean, just so cool to get into that position. Try that at home, folks. Just reach across your body. Try to just touch with both hands that left foot. It's really hard. You gotta be, I mean, maybe he's doing yoga. I don't know.
Oh, he almost dumped over it. Yeah, he almost got augered in on that landing right there. That's why I got so excited about that. So he is going to leave with another silver medal. That's back-to-back silver medal performances for him. But Mac Forehand is going to be your gold medalist out here tonight. That is the 2nd time that he has taken home Big Air gold here at the X Games. It was a 96 that would get him that gold. Take a look back at some highlights of his performance here tonight.
So clean, grab held for, this is a 21-16. He's holding that grab for about 1,800 of it, and the landing so clean, so smooth. The biggest spin of the night, and Mac forehand is your Aspen 26 gold medalist.
That last gold, or first gold I should say, at this event came back in 2023, so that's his second gold in this event. That'll be his 6th total X Games medal overall. And Dylan Deschamps with his first ever medal with that bronze. We check in now with Woodsy with our winner.
Oh, Mac forehand, your second X Games Big Egg gold medal. How did you manage to do it tonight under these conditions?
Oh man, I mean, it feels amazing to do it again. I didn't think I'd be able to do it again, to be honest, but yeah, it's a battle of the speed out there today. Fortunately, I had it. Shout out to my wax tech Tanner Kime for hooking me up and keeping me fast out there. And yeah, that was the best Swiss 21 I've ever done in my life, so just got lucky out there today.
You did incredible stuff, man. The format this year, best one trick. Do you think that played into your hands this year?
Oh, 100%. It made it a lot less stressful for all of us out there. Just focus on one trick, and yeah, didn't have to go forward at all in training. Just focus on that thing the whole time, and it worked out for me. So stoked.
Mac forehand, congratulations. X Games Big Ass Ski gold medal. You did